Hit the road with Safeway and Sunoco. Now through June 27th, earn 4 times gas reward points on participating items. Redeem your rewards at participating Sunoco stations. Use your club card for a great deal, plus 4 times gas reward points on Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh or Carving Board lunch meat, 2 for only $6. And Oreos, 2 for just $5. Fuel your trip. Hashtag because summer fun. Other restrictions and exclusions apply. Go to Safeway.com/rewards for details.
Hi, I'm stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
If that caught any of it.
Well, audience loss, I guess.
Yeah. Erin was singing Brie Mode.
Mm-hmm.
For no
Incorrectly.
reason?
No, because we're both drinking with Brie Mode koozies.
Yes. The only koozie that I own or use.
Brie Mode is my travel koozie. I take it with me in my backpack.
Smart. Never be without a koozie.
That's exactly right. Correct.
You know, anytime I don't have a koozie, I'm actually really pissed about it.
Yeah. They're the best.
The beginning of this podcast, I was like, oh, why do people even use koozies? It's so stupid, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, but your hands are warm.
Yes.
So stupid. But they're so smart because they're like kind of trashy. Like,
oh, they're so trashy.
Super trash.
Super trash.
So I think I was just like, I'm above koozies. But like,
you're not.
I'm not.
No one is.
No one's above koozies.
I'm having custom made koozies made for my wedding because I'm the classiest person you know.
I mean, it's a very common thing in weddings. It's a good favor.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
You're going down the favor route.
Right. It's fitting me.
And it's something people will use.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's nothing worse than people who spend so much money on favors and you're like...
Bubbles with your name on it.
You really think these people are going to plant these seeds?
They're going in the trash.
These are straight garbage. Welcome, everybody. How are you?
I'm good. I actually am having a pretty good week. We had book club on Friday, which was fun.
It was this Friday?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty drunk. It was fun. Stella thought I was just drinking water the whole night, apparently.
There are these alcoholic water spritzers, and I thought that they were just water.
They're not.
They're not. I was very confused. Like, why is she just drinking water?
I'm very healthy. I did take that month off. But then I'm no longer taking that month off, so yeah, that would be a little confusing. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
What'd you do for Memorial Day?
Nothing. It was wonderful. It was so great. I actually went to a family reunion on Sunday, so not actual Memorial Day. Michael's dad's second wife. It was her family. She died several years ago. That's why she was the second wife, and now he has a third wife. And he's still really close with her family because they were together for like decades. They were together for like 20 years. And so we went. I had never met any of these people in my entire life. And I was like, hi, you haven't seen him in 8 years and I'm new. So it was very strange at first, but they built this like, they have this golf tournament every year and they build this like golf course into their backyard. That makes it sound like it's a huge backyard. It's not. It's like a normal sized backyard in the suburbs, and they do these like crisscrossing holes, so you have to like go like around corners and like across the yard, and you have to like wait for other people to play through certain holes, otherwise you'll hit them with your ball while you're crossing through. So it was fun because they force you to be in teams of 4 so that you interact and you like move with people, and there are a bunch of different teams and everyone's like, what did you score on this, what was your par on this? And so like it gets people mixing, interacting, and they've been doing it for like 25 years.
I don't understand family reunions.
It was very strange. I've never been to a family reunion like this before, and it was awesome. They were so welcoming, and they were like, yeah, sure, you're marrying this person we haven't seen in 8 years. Welcome to the family. And I was like, okay, this is great. And I won the women's golf championship. I was like, I'm new and none of you have ever met me. You just gave me a trophy. This is amazing. So that was awesome. Michael won the men's tournament, which means we have to go back next year.
And defend your tournament or your championship.
That's right. He got a green jacket.
Reigning, defending.
Right? Exactly. So we have to go do that
He
next
got a
year.
jacket and you just got a trophy.
Well, he got...
Sexism.
It's whoever wins the tournament gets the jacket, which can be a man or a woman. There's a men's division and a women's division, and the 4 highest scores, regardless of gender, go into the championship round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he won the men's division, I won the women's division. I was out of the championship round by 1 point and was pissed about it. But then he won, so we got the jacket anyway. And the rules are that you have to, if you go on vacation, you have to take it and like take a photo of you in the jacket somewhere. And so when we go on our honeymoon, we're going to take it with us to Germany and take a bunch of photos with the jacket and bring it back for them.
Cute.
Yeah, right? I was like, oh, it's like a wholesome family who are just really nice. It was great. And his uncle lives in the city, so we took the train back with him, and he told me a bunch of cool true crime stories because his bio grandpa was Al Capone's crime photographer, and he photographed John Dillinger's murder. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
That's so nuts.
It was amazing. And apparently he went to Kentucky and was never seen again, which either means that he went into the witness protection program or he died. And they don't know. He just left his family. And they were like, we never saw Grandpa again. I was like, I need every detail you can remember.
That's so weird.
It was very weird. And then on Monday I did nothing, and it was amazing.
We never saw Grandpa again.
Right? Like, left his whole family behind and was just like, peace, suckers, hope you're cool. And was just gone. I was like, this is the greatest day of my life. How are you?
Good. I had a good Memorial weekend. We had book club, which I just remembered. And
it was so long ago.
Me and Nick got to hang out a bunch. Like, I did go to Madison for that show, and I have, like, a little PTSD because, like, I almost fell asleep behind the wheel driving back, and it was one of the things I woke up and I was like, I'm awake now.
Oh, no.
And now I'm, like, even though I just keep imagining this alternate universe where I, like, fell asleep at the wheel and, like, killed me and Helena.
Well, we know somebody who
was I know. I thought of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a really bad accident because she fell asleep at the wheel. Like, it's definitely no joke. So I get it.
So I'll not be driving back after the show. Yeah, the show got out at like 12:30 and I was like, I'm hyped. Let's go. Let's drive. 2.5 hours. We got it. No. Not a great idea.
How far in were you?
Like 20 minutes from home.
Oh, I was going to say.
No.
I thought you were going to say you were 20 minutes in. You were just like,
no. The first like hour I was fine. And then we took a break and got like food at like, you know, some
That was
Oasis.
Your mistake.
No, I needed to because I was like, it's like an hour because I was getting so tired. I was like, I need a break. I need to walk around.
I see.
And then I
feel like the food would make you tired, though.
I'm blaming it on Helena because she fell asleep. And then I was like, nothing to keep me awake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You gotta turn the radio on and sing super loud. That's to keep yourself awake. That's what my uncles always did when they drove.
I was just listening to
Disney.
a podcast. A soothing, scary political podcast.
Oh, yeah. No wonder you were like, time to go to bed. Cannot take it.
And then Sunday, we saw a play. We saw Tea at the American Theater Company. It was about Tanya Harding. It was very interesting.
I love it.
The script, I don't think was the greatest, but it was cast really well. The girl that got to play Tanya Harding was really good. She was like the perfect Tanya Harding.
Cool.
It was good. And then on Monday, we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
So good. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's so colorful. It's like exactly what I wanted from like a fun summer blockbuster.
I mean, that little tree is cute.
Oh my god.
I know he's not a tree. Whatever. Everyone get off my back. I read comic books. Leave me alone.
Whatever. It's fine.
The change of Star-Lord's origin I thought was good for a movie.
Yeah.
I thought it made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Whatever. I thought Nebula was the best part of it, to be honest.
She was great.
She did a really good job in this
movie. For some reason, the whole time, I don't know why. It was like the way that her face looked with the makeup and the robotics and the way she was standing. For some reason, I was like, she looks so much like Rachel Lee Cook right now. And I could not.
Yeah, kind of.
I couldn't get it out of my head. So every time she was on screen, I was like, is that Rachel Lee? And I like knew that it wasn't, but I like couldn't get past it. It was just like, something's wrong here. Something's not right. And so I was like extra paying attention to her. Like, what are you doing? Possible Rachel Lee Cook.
No, she did. I thought she did a really good job. Yeah, it was fun. Great. It was. I didn't do any work, which is like fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was just relaxing. We just watched TV and went out to dinner. Yeah, it was great. What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Queen of the Deathmatch shirt from What a Maneuver. I love this shirt. It's super comfortable, and I just like it a lot. It's like Misfits print. If you have never seen it, it's cool. I like it. I have it in burgundy red. What shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my very, very terrible and wonderful new Hardy Boys shirt.
It's so bad. I love it.
It's so bad.
It's so 90s. I love that you got the one with the faces.
And they have like no eyes in it. Their like eyes are like rolled in the back of their head.
Ah!
It's weird.
I don't like that. That's a weird print.
Yep. It's the worst.
That's very bizarre.
I'm wearing it in honor of Extreme Rules.
Oh, yeah.
And also because I got it and it's funny. I'm also wearing my Sasha Banks sweatpants.
Yes, you are. Those pants are so comfortable.
Gotta be honest, WWE sweatpants are really, really fucking comfy. You have to get some.
Yeah, I have a pair of Nakamura ones that are amazing. And I wear them.
Nakamura ones too.
I know.
That's the only Nakamura thing I have.
Well, that's fine.
Because they were on sale. I just spilled my beer.
Oh, no!
That's fine. At least it's like water.
Yeah, that's true. It's just carbonated water. Which Imogen is about to drink.
Really?
Yes. She's looking back there and like, I'm gonna have some of this.
So hyped for Extreme Rules.
Yay!
I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
I'll be in Montana.
I'm sorry, I guess.
I don't know.
I'm sorry because I understand the circumstances in which you will be in Montana, and I know it's not ideal.
So I'm going on a family vacation next week, and we are going to try to record a Google Hangout episode.
Yes.
But if for some reason it doesn't happen, that's why don't be mad.
Yes, you're
Okay.
warned. You're warned.
You've been warned. All right, I suppose we should talk about some wrestling.
Oh, wait, this was
What?
a follow-up corner. Somebody asked us after the
Follow-up
episode.
corner? Is this a new segment?
It is because I remembered it right now.
Follow-up
So
corner.
In the future, we can do follow-up corner for when we inevitably get things wrong. This isn't about that, actually. Somebody asked us right after the episode aired last week what it is that we have against Disney, and I wanted to address that because it's not Disney necessarily. There are bad things
And
about...
it's not even adults who like Disney.
No, it's...
Because Erin likes Disney.
I like Disney.
I don't.
It's the culture of people who are super into Disney as adults that it consumes. It's their only interest. Like, my sister is very into Disney, and she's a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacations. Like, she's really into Disney, but it's not her whole personality. And when it becomes your whole personality, it's one, very overwhelming, and two, it always seems very disingenuous. And so it makes people seem not real, and it's very hard to interact with them, especially when they're like, this is the greatest thing in the
also,
world.
like, not all Disney movies are good, and
Yes.
people act like they're all fucking good just because they're Disney, and they're not. Some Disney movies are really bad.
Yes, they are, definitely. A lot of old Disney movies are really bad. Also, I have an uncle who worked at Disney World proper for 12 years, and I know what a hellacious company they are to work for. And the adult Disney fans that we know who are super into it are like, if only we work at Disney, all our problems will be solved. And I know that that's not true. Like,
Yeah, well,
that's what makes me extremely angry.
We
Like,
also have a friend who, like, joined a cult and then joined the Disney cult.
yeah, simultaneously both cults at once, which was very strange and very overwhelming, which also probably, like, pushes us in that position
Which also
back.
is funny because, like, I feel like wrestling is, like, we're,
Wrestling's
like, all
totally a
in.
cult.
Yeah, but, like, so we're being very judgy, but...
Yeah, and I get that. Like, wrestling is a big part of my personality, but I also feel like we have a podcast that talks about critique of wrestling, so we, like, fundamentally approach it in different ways.
That's true.
Whereas, like, the kind of adult Disney fans we're thinking of are the people who are just like, everything about this is wonderful. And we're like, open your eyes. Here's a quick antidote about when my uncle worked at Disney.
Antidote? Or...
Antidote to
Here's
your
a
Disney
Disney
problem.
antidote.
He worked at this park. He'd been working there for like 8-9 years at this point, and another good friend of his who had been there.
Gay uncle?
Yes, my gay uncle. One of my gay uncles, because I have more than one. He had worked there for several years, and one of his coworkers who had also worked there for like 4, 5, 6 years requested his wedding off so that he could get married, and Disney said no and would not give him the day off and scheduled him to come in the day of his wedding. So they had to move the ceremony up to like 9 a.m. so they could get married, and then he had to go to work afterwards, and Disney was like, nope, bitch, sorry, we're not sorry about this, and like refused to give people time off that they like obviously really needed. Like, they're a soulless company. So that's a big part of why I don't like Disney. They're soulless, and it makes me angry that people can't see that sometimes.
Also, their movies are overrated and dumb.
Some of them are very good, but
Some of them are fine.
Yeah.
I will concede that some of them are fine.
Yeah. That's fine.
But mostly very overrated.
A lot of them are #problematic.
It's not even problematic. It's that
no, a lot of them are very problematic.
You know what movie was really dumb? Big Hero 6.
I did not see that movie.
That movie was fucking garbage.
Everybody
know why I've seen it?
about it.
No, fuck that
Isn't
movie.
That DreamWorks?
I don't know.
That's different.
Look, I hate all of those movies. No, it's not DreamWorks.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
You might be right. It might be Disney.
All I know is that I had to watch it because I'm a nanny, and fuck that movie.
Yeah, that's fine.
Disney trying to make me cry. Ooh, you want to know a hot take?
Yes, hot take.
I don't like the movie Up.
Really? I'm surprised. But you know what? No, I'm not. I don't know why I would be surprised by that. That doesn't seem like your kind of thing at all, to be honest.
I don't like it because I don't like being told how to feel. And from the moment Up starts, it's like, you cry, you motherfuckers! Cry! Look at the sad old man! Cry!
You fell directly into the trap of the Festival of Friendship, but you don't like being told how to feel?
That was real.
Oh my god!
Well, that's part of the reason I don't like Big Hero 6, because from the get-go, the brother and the two brothers are like orphans taken in by their aunt. We don't know what happened to their parents, but from the get-go, it's like, we're already sad. We're already sad because we're abandoned orphans. And then the brother just dies in the first, 5 minutes, and we're like, now we're extra sad. For no reason.
All right, fair. That's fair. That is a valid opinion for you to have.
Anyways, that's why we don't like Disney.
Okay, news?
We finally saw the baby's face.
Yes, we did.
It's so cute. She's a cute baby.
It is pretty cute, and I'm glad that they waited to show her face because she did not look like a wrinkly raisin alien.
Yeah, because she had her professional photo shoot. She had a succulent in her headband. She did.
Okay. I was not looking that closely at her headband.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I know that you know every inch of that photo.
I looked at that photo a lot. She's cute.
She is cute. It will be interesting to see what she looks like as she gets older.
Yeah, because one of the parents, although when Daniel Bryan doesn't have a beard and is doesn't have crazy long hair, he's not a bad looking dude.
No, that's true. They're not. Neither of them are bad looking people. That's true. Although 2 pretty people can make an uggo baby.
That's true.
That happens.
Genetics are weird.
Genetics are weird. Other news?
Nia Jax was throwing some shade on Twitter.
Yeah, she was.
She basically tweeted, women's Money in the Bank match, amazing. Funny how the writers on SmackDown can use their entire women's division.
Every Tuesday. Which I thought was an extra little, that was a nice thing. Every week they do this, and does that happen here? No,
in the show with an extra hour.
Yeah, uh-huh. I thought that when she tweeted that, that's a good point that they do this every week and they only have 2 hours.
And the crowd is super hyped for it.
Yeah, it's because they write good stories for them.
They write good stories for it, and also if you normalize it, audiences are into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not here is the presentation of the ladies wrestling, which you now have to take seriously. No, it just have it be normal.
Yeah.
That's why it's good. Duh.
Jinder Mahal has, quote, never failed a drug test.
Whatever.
Who cares?
You're taking some drug that they're not testing for. That's fine. Whatever. 9 months? No. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that.
Well, that's what he says.
He just eats straight protein powder and nothing else and just lifts all day, every day.
Ugh. That sounds hellacious. Austin Aries is writing a book.
Of course he is.
Is it called Food Fight or something?
Yeah. Why I'm better than you because I'm a vegan or something.
I mean, fair. Austin Aries got his banana game strong.
That's true. His banana game is always strong.
It'll be interesting, though. I'm going to read it. I want to know what it's like to have to be that physical and shape and be a vegan.
Yeah, that's true. It will be interesting to see how you balance that. How can you be nutritionally healthy and also work 300 days a year at gymnastics, basically?
Yeah. And I mean, his body's not ripped, but he's in good shape.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ripped.
And he's not a young dude either. No. That's part of it. He's still in great shape, even if he's not in Jinder Mahal shape, for a man his age who is a wrestler and is a vegan.
Mm-hmm. They're finally talking about Asuka's record.
Finally. So she passed Goldberg's record officially, right? So now she has like a couple weeks and then she passes CM Punk's record.
But they won't say like broke CM Punk's record. They'll just be like, is now the longest.
Is the new longest.
Other than like Bruno Sammartino.
Of the modern era is what they say.
The modern era.
Because they introduced her at NXT as the longest reigning current champion of the modern era, which is what made me realize, oh fuck, okay, I see.
Oh fuck.
I see. You just want her to be the longest reigning champion of the modern era. I get it.
I get it. So before we talk about wrestling, so Lucha Underground premieres tonight.
Yes. Well, we are recording. So hooray!
But just a reminder that like we record on Wednesdays, so NXT and Lucha Underground are usually a week behind. So we'll talk about NXT tonight and Lucha Underground tonight next week.
Yes, exactly. So you get an extra week to watch it with us, basically, is what it is.
Yeah.
Because I find like I don't have the station that it airs on, so yeah, so it takes me longer to watch it, and so for the rest of you, you get the luxury of if you also do not have this obscure television channel, you can have a little more time.
Watch it with us,
and then listen,
and then think about it
a week later with us.
But also, I'm assuming Jay is recording Face Like Feministas.
Yes.
So if you are super.
We're gonna be like,
but
really
she's
on top
in the UK still? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's on her way back. I don't know if she's...
Face Like Feministas, they talk about Progress and Lucha Underground.
Yeah, and Heels and Heels is current week. If you have to know
Just
right
have
away.
to.
Yes. So there are lots of options available for everyone, just in case you were new and wondering. Next week. I hope everyone loved it.
All right. Let's talk about SmackDown first, and then we'll talk about Raw 205 Live, and then kind of like talk about Extreme Rules.
Good idea.
SmackDown. I don't know.
What?
I don't know, man.
I don't know what
that
was.
Supposed to be like a SmackDown noise, but it just sounded like a whip.
Yeah. That was as close as my rendition of Bremo earlier was to the actual song.
Whatever.
I really liked SmackDown this week. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, SmackDown. It started with the like women's promos against the like third
I'm gonna
grade
beat this
photography background.
Yes. I loved it.
I want pink. I want blue.
Yeah.
But they did a good job.
Yeah, I thought so too. And
it's nice that Tamina is like an actual wrestler now.
Yeah, I agree. I loved her on Talking Smack. She looked so fucking bored the whole time. I was just like, girl, get it. Me too.
Yeah, she needs a little like live promo work. Like I feel like she struggled a little on Talking Smack, but I am excited. I want her to get a chance to do all that. Like Natty sucked super hard like 3 months ago.
Oh yeah, for a
and
super
she's getting
long time.
a lot better and has like really good moments.
Yeah,
my favorite Tamina part this week is when Shane announced the Money in the Bank match and they like panned to Tamina and she just had like the like shittiest like, yeah, fuck this, I'm gonna tear this up grin on her face.
Yeah, I want to watch Tamina and Charlotte hit each other with ladders. I'm here for that. I'm so ready. It's gonna be so good. I know this is like skipping ahead to the actual match, but I just want to talk about it. Do I wish there had been more women's wrestling? Yeah, maybe. But I was so excited when it was happening that I was
still like a fourth of the show.
Yeah, and like the wrestling that they did while they were beating each other up was awesome. And Natty went through the fucking announce table. Women never go through the announce table. We've talked about that, how like you have to be very specific about the women that you pick because some women can't go through the announce table. Like it's just too big and too heavy. Like Sasha will never go through an announce table.
Never say never.
Without some kind of assistance. And like Natty went through that fucking announce table like a champ.
Also Talking Smack, she was just rubbing her neck.
Right? And like, oh bitch. So I love that they did that. I love that they had the woman going through the announce table and then we're like,
and
it's time.
They like built it up to like Tamina started it and like it was great. I love that like the furious nature of it where they just like, we just want to tear each other apart.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it a lot. And I like that the ref was like so mad, like, I just want to start this match! Get back in the ring! I was very into that. I thought that was great. I thought Shane handled it really well as well. It was just like, let's do this. Let's do it.
I thought Shane handled it. I think I wrote, cool it, bro. Because at that point, we get it, Shane. You've been back for like over a fucking year. Every time you come out, you don't have to do foot shuffle or pan to the audience.
That's his entrance.
But at that moment, you don't need an entrance
True.
at that moment.
That's
you need these women are out of control. I'm going to walk out here and I'm going to be the commissioner. I'm going to be like, hey,
it's
you
a
guys,
Kurt Angle move and not a Shane McMahon move.
It's an everybody but Shane McMahon move.
True.
Everybody else would do that.
That's true.
It's annoying.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm just done with Shane McMahon. Like, I'm done with Shane McMahon. Also,
I like it when Daniel Bryan's around. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He needs Daniel Bryan to balance him out.
It was just also frustrating because on Talking Smack, like, it's Renee Young's show. We watch it for Renee Young.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan when he's on it. Nobody tunes into Talking Smack for Shane McMahon. And he just interrupted her the whole time to the point where Renee literally at one point was just like, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, she clearly was, like, a little annoyed. She was like, this is my fucking show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just need Shane McMahon to take it down a notch.
That's fine. That's a fair critique. I don't disagree with that. But I did like that it felt like he was treating it with the right kind of excitement, though. It didn't feel like, oh, well, we're doing this, whatever. And it wasn't like, everybody feel great for us that we're doing this thing. It was just like, we're doing this because this is what SmackDown does. We do
and also,
awesome
like,
women's shit.
You deserve it. And
right.
The audience was going nuts during that segment. They loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was screaming in my empty apartment by myself going, this is it! This is it! So I was very excited.
I fell asleep on my couch at like 8 o'clock at night.
Well, that happens.
I watched it this morning, and I
Better
knew what happened. So I was like not very excited because I knew what happened. I mean, I'm obviously very excited, but I wasn't like crying and stuff. I was sleeping in my car, or not in my car, sleeping on my couch.
Get it together.
Get it together. I loved on Talking Smack too how they just like they started off just like going all crazy, and then Renee shut it down a little bit. Charlotte is terrible at Talking Smack. Every time she's on it, she's just like can't. Like, she's great at her character in anywhere else, but like cannot keep her shit together at Talking Smack. I did love how Charlotte was like, you know, because Shane asked her something like, you know, you've been in like these first matches, and she was like, yeah, I was the first in this first, you know, Hell in a Cell, and had my face in a cage. And Becky, she was like, you guys don't know how that feels. And Becky was like, actually I do. You're not the only one that does first. I did a first too.
Yeah.
We main evented SmackDown. We were in a cage. Step off.
Yep.
And then Natty was like, yeah, we do shit over here too. We're basically the best women's brand. And Charlotte was like,
Yep. It was
like,
awesome.
Becky was like, welcome to the A-team.
Yep.
I loved how they just shut that down. Because that's such a narrative of like, Charlotte and Sasha do the first. Charlotte and Sasha. Charlotte and Sasha. Which obviously they have done a lot of first, but I just loved how the other women were like, bitch
no. Yeah, I also really
you don't
like
run
that.
this show.
I thought that was really good too. And I like too that like Natty was pushing back at Charlotte too. Like Charlotte was like, if I win this, and Natty was like, oh, that's nice of you to show humility for once. I just assumed that you would say when you win it, and like forced her to like really address that. It was nice. It was good to see.
Tamina that called her on it.
Was it? Oh, I thought it was Natty.
Maybe Tamina and Natty did it at the same time. They both were like, if?
Yeah.
Check
I
yourself,
like that.
Charlotte.
I like that a lot. And I like that Charlotte was quick enough in that moment, too, that was actually a good response for her to be like, well, I was trying to be humble, but when I win. But it was nice to almost see, like, I really like watching people do character work, like actors who are, like, workshopping characters. I think it's really interesting, which is part of why Talking Smack appeals to me. But that felt very much like that. Like, it was somebody being like, bitch, get your character together. Like, you have to learn to float in this pool.
Especially, like, Talking Smack is, like, they've all been doing Talking Smack, except for Tamina, since the beginning. So they've, like, really found the rhythm of Talking Smack. And Charlotte's only been on it, twice?
Yeah.
But, you know, they also talked about in Talking Smack, they were like, so what's Naomi going to do? And they were like, oh, we don't know. But Naomi still apparently has a championship match.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck it's going to be against.
I don't know. I guess Lana. She's the only one left. She's the only one left. Unless they bring Emma over.
I guess they could. I don't know. Isn't she injured?
I thought it was like a short-term injury, but I could be wrong. Or they call somebody up randomly.
Yeah, they could call somebody up.
But it's going to be Lana.
Jesus. It's June 18th, so we've got 3 weeks. I mean, they could call somebody up.
Another dance battle!
Oh, God. Call up Asuka. Have her just drop the NXT belt.
You know what's
all
bothering
of you guys.
me is that Charlotte keeps calling herself she'll be the first Triple Crown, but I want her to be like, she also held the NXT title. They're just talking about Divas, Raw, and SmackDown, but like, NXT is also like a title that you held, and I think it's more, I held all 4 women's titles of the modern age.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, they talk about Finn holding NXT championship. Like,
yeah, it's weird that, and they talk about Bayley being an NXT champion too. It's almost like we just forgot that Charlotte was ever there. It was like Charlotte was always on the main roster.
So silly.
It's bizarre. I guess also, like, Becky never won the NXT title, so they don't really talk about it that much.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else on SmackDown has.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's weird. That's probably why. That's probably why they don't think to talk.
Shove it in her. Like, no, none of them. At this point, the only other person that could do a Triple Crown would be Natty, because she held the Divas belt before.
Yeah. Didn't Naomi have the? No, she never had the.
She never had the belt.
Okay.
So it would just be Natty and Charlotte that could do all three.
Yeah.
If Natty moves to Raw.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
And Mickie James, I guess.
Yeah, true. Of the, like, main roster stuff.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Technically, if Nikki comes back, she could do it, but, like, I doubt she's gonna get both belts.
Yeah. And I also feel like, well, I mean, Mickie James also won the old women's title. That would be interesting.
But Charlotte is the only one that can do the NXT one.
Yeah, agree.
Oh, I guess Bayley.
If Bayley moved over.
Yeah. But Bayley never held the Divas Championship.
Oh, you're right.
So
yeah,
Charlotte is the only one that can do it.
Yeah, you're right. Because she was the last diva, and she was the only one of the 4 horsewomen to win it. That's strange.
I guess technically, if Paige ever came back, she could do it.
That's true. And she was also an NXT champion. She's never coming back there, so...
I know, but she could. We never know.
We never know.
So some other things that happened in SmackDown. Open with a Kevin Owens highlight reel, where he was being Supreme Kevin Owens.
Yep.
Then Shinsuke came out and did his dance. And then Kevin Owens was like, I don't care.
I love that Shinsuke went to do his move off of the ropes and was like, there's a television here.
I didn't notice that.
He was like bopping around the ring like, I gotta pick a side to do this on now and I don't know where. I was like, oh, okay. Shinsuke, you're adorable. This is hilarious. I like when they let him talk. It's nice that they let him talk sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I love that, like, he went to talk and Baron Corbin came out.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they weren't going to let him talk. And then he was like, you're a champ, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, right.
Why are you even in this match with us?
Oh, Baron Corbin ruined that Cartman joke. It was bad. Like,
what joke?
He referred to Kevin Owens as Cartman, which AJ did last week. And it was funny because it was
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he called him Cartman, but he said it in, like, a really flat way and, like, did not deliver it properly, and it was just like, how did you make a Cartman joke less funny in 2017? Only you could do this. Like, it was just ridiculous. Oh, Baron Corbin, wear a beanie all the time or cut your fucking hair.
Do something with your life.
God.
But then Zayn came out and was like on fire and was like,
"You have a great promo.
There's 2 of you. There's 2 of us. What do you say, Shin? You want to do this?"
I loved it.
They were a fun team together.
Nakamura together, the most adorable beings in all of SmackDown. I love both of them. I was very happy about it.
I mean, it's clear that they're like they're pushing Nakamura a lot.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Because he got a pin over on Kevin Owens, and then next week he's going to fight Kevin Owens for the United States belt. I'm sure he'll lose due to some shenanigans.
Surely.
Especially since Kevin Owens is the new face of America.
True. That's true.
And Shinsuke's probably going to win Money in the Bank.
Yes, he'll either win Money in the Bank or win the title. I think that's also possible that he might immediately win the title after Money in the Bank.
That's true.
It would be interesting to have him win the title, have somebody win Money in the Bank, and have him beat them.
Yeah.
That, like, nobody loses Money in the Bank, so it would be very interesting to have somebody actually defeat the person who is trying to cash in the contract. If Ziggler or Baron Corbin wins, I'm just going to pretend that that's what's going to happen, because it's the only way I will get through it if Ziggler wins. Because fuck that. I'm going to be there,
He was
so
good.
I will
He was
scream.
good on Talking Smack. I mean, I hate him, but he was good on Talking Smack.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at being like a shit.
He's good at being a heel. I agree. I just don't care about him at all.
And honestly, the match with him and AJ was really good.
It was good. I just can't care about him anymore. The only reason that I liked Dolph Ziggler winning is because it was unexpected.
It's unexpected, and I think we are definitely in a moment where AJ needs to feel a little bit less untouchable.
Yes, I agree.
It has to be less like, well, AJ's going to win because he's AJ.
Right.
So I think that was a good, like, he obviously needs to keep some of his stock, but, like, I think it was
lost because of, like, shenanigans to some degree as well.
Got hit off the ropes and, like, fell on his dick.
Yeah.
So I think that was good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a good booking decision. I don't know. I was talking about it on Twitter, and someone suggested that it's hard to care about him when you know that he doesn't care, and I think ultimately that's the biggest thing for me. Like,
well, I mean, on
I
Talking
kind of
Smack,
know.
he was like, but I do care.
But does he? I don't know. I don't know. He
Who
still does
knows?
good. He did. I think it was like a snap DDT suplex off of the top rope that was awesome, and I was like, that I'll pay attention to this for a couple of seconds. Like, I think that's the big thing with him, is that I don't really watch his like mat wrestling anymore.
Right.
All I care about are his big spots, and like that's not necessarily exciting to me anymore, especially because I think that he's a trash monster. So it's like hard to get into that.
Monster.
Like, I don't love Roman, and I don't think that he's a great wrestler for 100% of his matches, but the back 66% of his matches are usually good, and I'll watch all of that, even if I am bored through the first third. With Ziggler, it's just like, here's 30 seconds where I'm interested, here's 15 seconds where I'm interested later, and it's just like, I'm just not interested in his narrative anymore. So, like, the end of it, where he won unexpectedly, like, that I was interested in, but even though his wrestling is good, I just don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. The Usos came out and delivered another great promo.
They're doing so fucking good.
One of them
love
has
it.
like braids now,
Yeah.
so you can tell them apart.
Finally,
One is fat and one has braids.
Stop.
One is fat now. They're twins. You can tell when one of them gains weight.
That's true.
When there's another one of you standing next to you, one of you is the fat one.
That's true. Fair.
I'm not fat shaming. I'm just pointing it out.
Although I would say with the Bella twins, I wouldn't say Nikki is the fat one. I would say that Brie is the thin one.
Well, yeah, Nikki's like muscly though.
Yeah.
Nikki's fit as fuck, just muscly.
Yeah, true.
But in the first season of Total Bella, she was, quote, the fat one. I mean, she was never fat.
Yeah, weird. She's like a size 4.
I know. Ugh. But it was like a whole plot point, because she would like drink wine and Brie would be like...
Gross.
Brie has learned how to shame everybody through her husband, Daniel Bryan.
That's why they're a perfect pair.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Yeah, I'm
They
not...
love to be
I was
superior
like, I said
to
that
people.
kind of jokingly, but I did mean it.
And then they came... And then who came out?
That's right. They're back. I was so excited that they were
They
back.
delivered a great... Like, it was very old school New Day. Obviously, they're still faces. But they were very silly. I love that Xavier Woods said hi to his mom because they were in Atlanta.
I like too that they like got sassy with the Usos, because the Usos have that feeling right now too, where they can come for you. They have that like cred, and they're like hard now and have this like street thing, I guess. It's weird. Like, I feel weird describing it like that, because all I think of when I say that is the Mexicools, and it's like not that at all. They're doing
not at all.
They're doing such a good job with it. Like, it feels
But they
very
have
authentic.
like a sense of humor
Yeah.
about everything too.
Yeah, so it feels authentic.
Yeah.
It feels more like personal, and like they're actual characters instead of just like caricatures of people. And so it was nice that the New Day could get sassy with them and have them be like, "A bitch, what? Who do you think you are? We will murder you."
I loved how at the end that Kofi and Xavier and Big E lifted up Kofi, and Kofi just basically like
Humped the
thrust
air.
it at them until they walked away. And the Usos were like, "Oh, we don't know what to do."
Yeah.
Being very aggressive.
Good. They should be.
But I mean, some people were like, "Oh, they just come back and get a championship match," but like, yeah they're the New Day. They're the longest reigning tag champs. Everyone loves them. They were gone
Because of an injury. That's why they were gone, too. It's not like they just left and then came back magically because of vacation. Like, one of them had a broken ankle, and now they're back. Like, they should get a title shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they should. It doesn't feel weird that they get a title shot.
I don't think it feels weird either. We had a Fashion Files Noir edition.
I loved it. I loved every moment of it. It was so good. At first I was like, they broke up? No! But they didn't. Instead, we learned that Tyler's a cross-dresser, I guess?
Yeah.
I loved that. That's my demographic. I understand that.
But did it feel... I couldn't tell. Did it feel like, haha, man wearing a dress?
It sort of did at first. It was sort of like, LOL, here he doesn't know I'm not undercover anymore. It was like this like weird wink nod, like, is Tyler a crossdresser? What's happening?
Like, we love the like breezy Bella stuff, but some people really didn't.
Well, that's the thing is, like, there was that moment where it was like, LOL joke, but then like Fandango gave him like a legitimate compliment and was like, that dress looks really good on you. And it was like,
that's
oh
true.
yeah. And it felt very humanizing. It wasn't like, I'm making fun of you because you're wearing this dress. It was like, this legitimately looks good on you because I am a fashionista and I recognize fashion game. And so
even though that dress is so ugly.
Yeah, I was like, this looks good on you because you have a very nice chest and a very nice back and beautiful hair. But like,
and he was wearing a wig.
Well, that's true.
A terrible wig.
That's true. He was wearing a terrible wig.
I think that's part of the joke.
Yeah, true. But they also, like, the announcer introduced Fandango and Breeze and then said, and her opponent is, and I was like, whoa, what? And the announce table kept, like, JBL was being gross about it, was, like, making weird comments, but everyone else was just, like Byron was like, oh, Breeze looks like a Monica, and, like, it was very strange. I was like, are you doing a trans storyline? It felt very, like, right on that border, but it
did not feel totally trans to me. It
felt like he's a cross-dresser, but you're also, like, in this gray area where it could get very gross and could get very, like, transphobic, and it didn't feel that way to me. And like,
it didn't feel that way to me either, but I just was like, maybe I'm just, like, missing it.
Right, and I'm not a trans person, so I don't know, so I would be really interested to hear how trans people felt about that segment, and if that felt like gross, weird gray water, or if that felt like acceptable gray area. Like it didn't,
because the Breezy Villa stuff never bothered me because it felt more like an undercover thing, like we're trying to get in this match, so I'm dressing up like a Bella twin, and then like, you know, Tyler Breeze would jump around in the background because he had boobs. If you had brand new boobs, you would do that too.
Yeah
But that, it never felt weird to me. But then I read some, like, you know, pieces about it, and I was like, oh, I could definitely see how it would feel that way. But I also never feel, I don't know, I never feel like Tyler Breeze has bad intentions with it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Maybe that's why I never, I mean, I could be completely wrong.
It feels like they're the ones in control of it.
Right.
It doesn't feel like it does not feel like this is your life where a terrible gimmick has been handed to you and you just have to deal with it. It feels really like they're the ones that are in control of this and are like guiding, because it's weird. It is weird for WWE, but it's weird good, and like it
or
feels,
at least not, maybe not necessarily weird good, but like not weird bad.
Yeah, I think it's weird good. I like that it's like bizarre and you're sort of like, I'm very in this strange, like not uncomfortable but not like comfortable at the same time. I feel like it's challenging, and I like that it's challenging in like a not gross skeevy way, so I really enjoy that. And I like too that at the end of the, like, he wrestled with the dress he got out there with the dress at first, and they were commenting on him being sort of woman-like but it not being a bad thing necessarily, and then it was like, it didn't end on him being a woman, it ended with him back as the janitor, which I thought was the right way to do that. It felt like the right transition into, he is just this character, and he does other characters. He does these other characters, and he's very good at it, and he's a really good wrestler. And I saw some people who were like, Tyler Breeze deserves better than this. Like, Tyler Breeze lost for a year, and I forgot his entrance music when I saw him in person, because he never came out ever. Like, now he's winning. Like,
how could you forget that song?
Well, like,
super good looking, every hair in place. How could you ever forget that song?
Because the lights go down and then the lights come up, and I was like, who the fuck is this? It's perfect. And like, he doesn't have the selfie stick right now, and that feels okay. It's like, I liked when he had the selfie stick, but I feel like this is also a way for them to move out of that, because it's kind of cumbersome and it does require a lot of tech that isn't necessary all the time and would be difficult to do all the time, I'm sure. So I like it. I like that they're doing it. I also love too that they found Cologne and we're like, we're gonna fight the Cologne brothers. Like, that is beautiful logic for me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for whatever you guys want to do. Awesome. Like, who's left? Who else do they have to fight in the division?
American Alpha.
Where the fuck is American Alpha?
I honestly asked that on Twitter last night. I was like, somebody please remind me, like, is one of them injured? Yeah. I just assumed one of them was injured. And everyone was like, nah, bro.
Nah, they're just not missing. I liked the theory that they've been moved over to Raw and have turned heel and are the ones attacking Enzo because of Kurt Angle or something. I don't know. There's a lot going on in this theory, but I'm like, I'm here for it. Yes, definitely.
It's definitely Dash and Dawson.
Yes, it has to be.
Who still has his jaw wired shut? I know. So baller.
I know. He's like, I'm gonna fuck. I need to be on television. Walking injuries.
There was Randy Orton coming out and be like, in America,
my granddad was a racist.
And then my dad was a racist, and I too am a racist.
Okay, Trinity Taylor.
I love Trinity Taylor. She really grew on me. She really fucking grew on me. I didn't like her at first, and Nick was like, no, she's great. She's my favorite. Or one of his favorites. Yeah. Like, we're all obviously Team Shay. We're Team Shay this household. Come on, Shay all the way.
All right, fair.
Shay forever. Shay's a Chicago girl. Shay slay all day.
I didn't know Shay was a Chicago girl.
Yes, like a big Chicago queen. You live in Chicago, you have to be on Shay's team. That's how that works. Hometown pride.
I really like Sasha Velour. She's right up my alley.
I like Sasha too.
She's very much like my drag queen aesthetic. Definitely. Like that's definitely when she did Marlene Dietrich, I was like, this is the greatest.
So good. She's so good at it.
I fucking loved that.
Marlene Dietrich is one of my time travel fucks too. So.
I know, yeah, I'm aware of that.
So yeah, she did a pretty good job.
So yeah, I mean Shay, definitely, easily top 2, but Sasha Velour I'm definitely cheering for her. Also, I feel like Sasha is way less likely to win than Shay, so that's part of why I like her, because she feels like an underdog to me, where it's like, she's already made it to the top 5, which feels like insane to me. I kind of can't believe she made it this far.
Good job.
Yeah, she's great.
Done a great job.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Her acting challenges are always very good. I really enjoy that.
I am guessing that it's going to be Shay, Trinity, and Sasha top 3. Peppermint will be top 4. I am assuming Alexis goes home this week because I feel like RuPaul hates her.
Right? It's weird. Like, sometimes she's great, and other times it's like, God, you have no personality.
I have sympathy for Alexis because maybe it's an Alexis thing. But I get what she's trying. She's like overly logical. She's a control freak. She's the one that's backstage at Untucked. If you watched Untucked, you would hate her. But I have sympathy. Sure. I have sympathy for her. She's like, she just like doesn't get it. She has to be like the boss, but it's also like the logical one, but like it's not.
She's trying to be the mom and it's not working.
Yeah, she's trying to be the mom and it's not working.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, it's weird too because like I know that they prepare the majority of their costumes before they get there. Like you have to bring everything.
Yeah, they know like not the challenges, but like bring a space look.
Right, here are your. I think that they get the run rate themes, all of them for the whole season, and then have to work around that, but don't know how they're going to get to these themes, if they'll be connected to challenges. So I understand that she had to make a lot of this stuff beforehand, so I bet that's why a lot of it is very similar.
Yeah, but they also have a room full of fabric, and she knows how to sew, and like...
That's true. And if you get the same critique several weeks in a row, like, you need to do more with this, you should take advantage of that.
I thought they were really harsh about her look this past week, the like space look.
I thought she did a really good job of making it work cohesive. For both. Yeah, exactly. She did a really good job of making them look the same, which no one else really did. Like everyone else did. Well, everybody else like worked together, but their outfits were the same. Yeah. Like she made.
But it wasn't supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be family.
That's true. But for Space Family, it makes sense that they would have the same identical silver jumpsuit.
In space, you have no individuality.
Correct. Everyone is a genderless bag.
Yeah. Anyways,
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. He was just like, America, I'm the champion, number 14. My name is Randy.
Whatever. I mean, I can't.
And then Jinder was like, hey, I'm up here. That made me laugh so much because there was such a weird delay. So he was just on there for like 10 seconds. Then he was like, hey, I'm up here. And we're like, yeah, we know.
We can see you.
Been up there for a while.
It's not like Randy is like, where is he?
Hey, Randy, I'm up here. I was hoping that after the Randy's... Well, I know it's not over. I'm hoping after the Randy stuff we can move away from I'm champion, I am brown.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
I love that the Singh brothers were like...
I know, me too!
They were like, we will keep a beat.
Mm-hmm. I like them a lot.
I great personalities.
Mm-hmm. They're great personalities. They're J&J Security, but better. Like, I like them better than J&J Security.
Because they know how to dance.
Yeah. And they're, like, pretty dudes. They have immaculate eyebrows.
I miss their earrings, though.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, you shouldn't really wrestle in earrings.
That's fair.
Watching Sasha rip her earrings out.
Did she even have earrings in? I felt like she was mimicking them. She was like, you can't see through my hair.
Oh, I thought she did.
I'm going to do the motion.
That's definitely possible.
Because I was like, I don't think you actually have earrings in, because I didn't see her actually throw anything. I think she faked it. I think she was like, I'm going to do this hood move.
She might have.
I think it was a fake earring pull.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
I mean, I guess, like, know what you're like crowd you're playing for.
Yeah, true. That's true.
It worked. It was very effective.
It did look really good.
It was dope.
That's how you knew this bitch is about to fight. We'll talk more about her later.
Well, that was the end of SmackDown.
Okay, well then good. Do you want to talk about 205 Live?
Sure. Should we talk about Raw first? I don't know.
Who cares?
Fuck it, let's just talk about 205 Live. Who cares?
Sasha's bodysuit was
so
amazing.
I love that Sasha was on 205 Live.
I love it too. And there's a bunch of people who are like, la la la, this sucks. They're using her on there because that means that Vince McMahon doesn't care for her as a wrestler and blah blah blah. She's been regulated. Like
she's in
bitch,
she's
on
with
two
Alicia.
shows.
She's on 2 shows. She's doing great. She had more screen time than any other woman on Raw this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like these two girls...
Also, they are putting her on 205 Live so people will watch 205 Live.
Exactly.
They're using her literally as a draw.
Absolutely. And, like, I've also seen some critiques from people who are like, oh, well, this is Divas era bullshit where they use the women to draw attention to the men. But these women actually fight each other and, like, are really good wrestlers.
And it is a mixed tag match.
Which is just 2 singles matches disguised as a mixed tag match. But in the same way, like, then these 2 women get a singles match that they did not get before. Like, they're fucking hustling their shit, and they're doing a good job.
I like that there are different pairings. Like, it's Noam and Alicia are like lovers or whatever, and then Sasha and Swan are just like, we're friends and we like shiny stuff.
Yeah. I loved watching them dance together on Raw. Like, oh, Sasha, you are not a good dancer.
She's not a bad dancer.
She's like me, where she can do choreography that you teach to her, but she's not a.
But I think she's also trying to be silly.
That's true.
Because, like, when he hit his split, she was like, oh, no, I can't do that.
That's true.
But this is good. Everyone complains that Sasha's not a good face. This is, like, a good face area for her.
I also feel like this is...
But, like, she's having fun with Rich Swann, but is also beating a very clear, crazy heel in Alicia.
Yes.
My favorite part is when Alicia was, like, Noam was beating Rich Swann, and Alicia was just screaming, yes! Yes! On the outside, and Corey was like, oh, that's Alicia celebrating. And Noam was like, is that celebrating? Is that what is happening?
I love it. Yes! I love it. I feel like Alicia found the right center of her crazy character and is just crushing it week after week. I fucking love it. It's so good.
Agreed. I also loved that, you know, I mean, we should talk Alicia's hair all day.
Oh, God.
But I love that they, like, I mean, they were in Atlanta. I love that Alicia was like, oh, you look like you got your weave done by one of these Atlanta hoes. And she was like, my weave?
Right?
At least my tracks aren't showing.
I'm ready for this.
Like, we are here to fight. And then fucking Corey and Tom were like, what are tracks?
Oh, my God.
We're white. That happened on an episode of Untucked, speaking of Trinity Taylor. Oh, what was it, Trinity? I think so. I think she was like, I don't know what tracks are. And Shay was like, you wear wigs! How do you not know this?
I loved it. I love that she
literally pulled
she
some of
snatched
her hair
bald. She fucking pulled her extensions out. I did love that. I love how white Tom and Corey are, that Corey was like, oh, that's what Naomi has been talking about every week. She snatched her, oh my God, she snatched her bald. It was just like this awakening in him, like, there's culture outside of whiteness. I was like, I'm here for it. I'm so glad you learned eventually. You didn't think to look up, like, maybe I should figure out what Naomi's fucking saying every week.
But it also started, it was like a nice little tie-in too, because like Sasha and Naomi started saying that.
Yeah, coming
when
for your
they
edges.
were like in
Team
Bad.
Yeah, that was a thing that I was also going to say about.
Though I mean, Sasha pulled out tons of Charlotte's hair in NXT.
Oh my God, she's the best at pulling people's weave out, and waving it in the air. I'm like, 2 for 2, girl. You're the best at this.
I loved the audience reactions when Sasha just pulled the hair out. They were like, yeah!
I loved it. It was so good. I feel like with her is this face too. I feel like this is soft heel.
For sure.
Her feud with Alicia is very much her like pushing the edges of what her as a face is, and I feel like they're trying to do this with Charlotte, and they're doing it's working to some extent. Although I think that Charlotte is a much better heel.
Yeah.
But I feel like Sasha could exist in this tweener space in a way that many other people could not.
Right.
Because she can be relatable and dance with Rich and be fun and be Bailey's friend, but still kind of be like, but still be kind of a bitch to Bailey and be like, yeah, I'm just a real person and I just have many sides of who I am. Yeah. And if you come for me, I will fucking come for you as well. I like that. And I think that this is the right direction to take her character in.
Yeah, and Alexa is like fully filling like the heel character.
Yes, absolutely.
Right now.
Absolutely.
So,
and there's such similar heels that
Yeah.
you really can't put them together on the same show as heels. Which makes sense now why Alexa did not care for Sasha, because Sasha filled this role in NXT.
Even though Alexa wasn't a heel at all, even remotely before that.
Well,
Sparkle something bliss.
Well, she was with Blake and Murphy while Sasha and Charlotte and
right, but
Bayley
they were there
still...
for a long time together.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Alexa fits that groove, and because Sasha had already taken that position, it makes sense to me why it's like, it would be very hard to work with someone where you're like, I could do this, and I could be very good at it, but I can't because you're here.
Yeah.
And now it feels like Sasha's kind of feeling that on the other side, but is making the best of it in a way that Alexa as a face never really worked. So this like tweener space is good, and I like it right now. And I will always scream, turn on them, Sasha, but I'm happy where she is right now.
I agree. Noam Dar won.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because the girls were getting into it on the outside, and Sasha was beating the shit out of Alicia Fox.
Yes, she was.
They both were distracted, and Dar took advantage of Swan while they were watching the girls fight, essentially.
Yeah, basically. That's fine.
There was a Cedric Alexander promo where Dasha Fuentes was basically like, look, what do you think about this Alicia Fox thing? He was like, I wasn't gone for 3 months to talk about my old relationships. She's like a Black Widow and he's a snake, and I don't care anymore. Mm-hmm. Basically, I'm here to tear it up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He's so pretty.
He's also like a great wrestler.
I know. I'm so
glad he's back. I really hope they find
back.
his groove again. Like it's slow going, but I hope they find his groove again, because he is. I mean, we've seen him live so many times from like AEW. He's so fucking good.
Yeah,
he's so good.
Yeah, I agree. I wish that he and Mustafa Ali could fight. I've seen them fight together, and they're fucking awesome. They've put on great matches.
Mustafa Ali is in a...
And they're both faces, too.
Well, and Mustafa Ali is in a feud with Drew Gulak.
Oh, that's true. Oh, but what about Arya Daivari? He's not doing anything right now. Put him with Cedric Alexander. They'd be a great pairing.
I think they're trying to just build up Cedric Alexander right
that's
now.
True.
Like,
feed him some enhancement talent.
That's what they're trying to do with him.
Yeah. But, and like, they're not doing anything with Arya, and he's great, and they've built him up as the kind of character that can go against him, too.
And they're finally, like, building Gulak up.
Yes,
that's true. I love that. I like the storytelling between Mustafa and Gulak right now. I love that Mustafa almost won, but he went up high and Gulak took him out because he was like, "This is a no-fly zone, bitch."
Yeah, and I like the commentary's been on top of that too.
Hard, like mat wrestler. He is an intense wrestler.
He's a sketch point wrestler.
His music makes me laugh so much.
I love him. He's so great. He gave that interview at the end where he was like, everything will be amazing now that it's a no-fly zone. And I was like, you look so 50s, and I just want to, like, put a little hat on you, and you're so adorable. Like, I'm so glad you're doing well.
Yeah.
Ugh, I just love him. I'm so glad.
Austin Aries, the best in-ring promo ever. He woke up a 205 Live crowd and made them actively participate. He was like...
He pushed that every time. He was like, I don't care if you don't answer me.
But they did answer, and then at the end when Neville came out, they were like, you tapped out. They like... Austin Aries took them from like baseline 205 level to all the way up to like screaming and cheering and jeering. And I was like, fucking good on you, Austin Aries, because that could not have been easy, and you... fucking nailed it.
Yep, absolutely.
And it was a great promo.
That crowd psychology shit is hard.
I loved when Austin Aries was like near the end of his promo when but right before Neville came out, it was like, the first time he won by digging a finger in my eye. I ain't too mad about that.
I know, I love that. I love that it was like a nod to like, I would have done it too. Okay, all right. I cannot be angry about this.
Yeah, I mean, there's two ways you could go with that. You could be like, you could do a JBL and act incredulous when somebody pulls your moves on you, or you could be like, dirtbag recognizes dirtbag.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Which is great.
I feel like if he was a heel, he would have been like, how dare he put his thumb in my eye. But it was such a nice nod to like, I was on commentary for months while I was injured, and I constantly talked about how I was going to put my finger in people's eye.
It was a really nice moment.
It was a nice callback to that too, that in that moment in WrestleMania worked so well too, that it's continued this feud in really good succession. Like,
also, Austin Aries apparently only wears maroon pants.
That's fine. It does look really good on him. His coloring works with that maroon and the black. Like, those are good tones for him.
I love how Neville came out. I thought he did a great promo back and forth with Austin Aries. I loved how he tried to use TJ Perkins as like a sneak attack. TJ Perkins fits that role well as like handmaided.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
But I also love that I liked how Neville, like, made Austin Aries kneel, and, like, I thought that, like, the visual like, picture of it was really good. Sets up the storyline for Extreme Rules really well. I thought I think this Neville Austin Aries like campaign is really good.
Yeah, I thought at first that it was going on too long, and I stand corrected. I think that they're gonna finish this correctly.
I think they're doing a really good job with it.
And I also didn't realize when Neville tapped on Monday that it was the first time, and so to have that addressed so thoroughly on 205 Live, I think was very smart.
Yeah, I was actually thinking it, and then Austin Aries said it for sure, and I was like, okay, I was right. Good, good. Also, like, I love Double A. Obviously, he's one of my guys. I would not be mad if he didn't win.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Neville has been champion
one of my boys
long enough now that it no longer feels hot potato, and it feels like Austin Aries has really earned this and has like fought his ass off, and like you said, like they've had several matches that ended in these like screwy ways, and now they're finally gonna have a submission match that can only end when somebody taps out, and so it will feel very definitive. And like even if Austin Aries wins, they're still gonna have a rematch. Like they're gonna have another match after this, at least one of them, which will also be very good. So I feel like there's also that where it could be like, that was just a fluke, you only beat me once, and they can run with that going forward, or they can shift the focus to Austin Aries. Yeah, like either of them is very possible, and either of them feels very appropriate right now.
Yeah, I am happy with 205 Live. I enjoy watching 205 Live.
I understand why people don't watch it, because it's a lot of wrestling. I get that, but it's really good. I really enjoy it.
And when we saw it live, it was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing it live when I went as well.
Double A.
Yup.
Raw opened with a Miz TV.
Yes, correct.
Miz and Maurice being babes. And then they had other babes out. They had Euro babes out.
Yes, Euro babes.
I love that slowly the internet is realizing, the internet being like our friends and followers on Twitter.
That's all that is the internet.
That's the internet.
I'm pretty sure.
Everyone is slowly realizing that I was right about Sheamus.
I still don't really get it, but I understand and appreciate that other people are into it. It's fine.
Yeah.
His face just isn't for me. I get the rest of it. If he wore like a leather mask with
too far.
I mean, it's basically just a lucha mask made out of leather. Let's get real.
I would not be into that. That would be too scary for me. I know people are into like leather stuff, but the idea of that is scary. People kill people in leather masks. There's a serial killer named Leatherface. I mean, I know that's in movies, but still, is that real? I don't know.
It's
I don't know
based off of a real person, and the leather is human skin. It's not actual leather.
Well, all leather is some kind of skin.
Well, that's true, but I mean, you consume a lot of cows, so I don't think you can really object to leather.
Are you calling me fat?
No, you drink wine. Remember, we've been over this on this podcast.
And then Sheamus is our own Miz. We're like, ha ha ha, we're the best. Clink, we're gonna win. We're so great. And then Dean was like,
bitch, no.
Here are my friends, the Hardys. And the Hardys were like,
what here?
I don't know how their music sounds.
I don't know.
Very 90s.
Yes. Much like your shirt. LOL.
This shirt is great.
It's, again, very 90s. If I like it, though, that probably means it's hideous.
Oh, it's awful.
It's really
But bad. I wanted to buy one of their terrible shirts.
I agree. Give them money. Give your money to performers that you like.
I mean, give them 25 cents.
Well, you know, that's fine.
In two ways, the Hardys won. Because it was Miz and the Euro Babes versus Dean and the Hardys. And the Hardys won. You know.
Of course.
And then Corey Graves had like a weird text and then left.
That was so bizarre. It felt very real in the moment.
Know.
He did a really good job of it. Because at first I was like...
during that whole segment with him and Angle, I was like, Corey, you're doing like a really good job.
I know, right? I was really not surprised, yes and no. That's like the right word and the wrong word. I was like surprised in the moment that it worked so well, but not necessarily surprised that Corey is doing it so well. Because he's been doing this for a long time. And like, he was a wrestler also and like has that flow of promos down as well.
Not your demographic poll. Corey Graves does get fillers in his face, right? His face doesn't move and he has big puffy lips.
Yeah, I think so.
And he clearly is super vain.
Yeah, he is. That's true.
He has to get fillers in his face.
I mean, his whole neck is covered in tattoos now, so you can't see that skin, which is usually a giveaway of like aging. So I feel like fillers are a good accompaniment to not being able to see what your neck looks like.
Oh, maybe I'll get my neck tattooed and be like, you'll never know my age.
I feel like you could get a neck tattoo and everyone would be like, somehow it works for you.
I have a beautiful décolletage or whatever. A neck and collarbone area.
Oh, yes.
My collarbones are sharp.
Mm-hmm. I have good collarbones because I have poor eating habits.
Well, I just have them naturally. I eat pizza rolls a lot. I mean, that's a bad eating habit, but in an opposite way.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, Corey was like, oh, here's this message I received. And Angle was like, this could ruin me.
What the fuck is it? It was the first time I've also ever been like, why would you say that in front of a camera? And Michael was like, I say that so many times and you get so mad at me. And I was like, okay, I get it now. That was really weird. Why would you say that with a camera right there?
It's his paternity test for the American Alphas.
I'm saying. I hope we find out they're both his sons.
Yeah, right. That's why they fell in love.
Oh, you always felt like my brother. Now you are my brother. Oh, book it.
Lifetime movie. Fair Drifter versus Jobber.
Drifter won. They had a good match though. I was surprised by how good.
He's a pretty good wrestler, and he had a fun little song. I like his little song.
I love that he sings his own entrance. I think it's actually super smart.
Also, again, I have to highlight this. He has great arms.
And he has good hair. It's really long. It's like
his face. I could take it or leave it.
Yeah,
his
I could do without. Again, put him in a mask.
I don't dislike his face, but I'm not like, yeah, that face.
Put him in like an Eyes Wide Shut mask.
No. I will have sex with him without a mask.
Nah, I need a mask.
I'm just not totally into his face, but those arms.
Well, all right. Fair enough.
There was a match. It was Finn versus Joe versus Bray.
Mm-hmm. Which was supposed to be the co-main event, but it happened before the second hour even started.
I thought this match was really good.
It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I know that they were like, we're going to put Seth and Roman last because Seth and Roman main event.
Jerk off.
Jerk off.
And I don't want to throw tons of shade on it. I thought that Seth and Roman was good.
It was a good match. But
Finn, Bray, and Joe were way better.
It was much better, and it honestly should have.
And there was real character work and real setup. And
it honestly should have closed the show.
And it was shocking. I thought it was shocking that Joe won.
Yeah, I agree. I was very surprised by that. I thought that they did that right though. Finn didn't have to take a pin, and Bray didn't feel like LOL fuck you Bray. It worked. They made the whole thing really work, and all of them did a great job. Also, I never need to see Seth and fucking Joe wrestle ever again in my life.
Ever.
Because they have garbage chemistry. And so it was nice to see Joe wrestle with Finn, who he has incredible chemistry with. We have seen them have baller matches, and it was very nice to be like, oh, that's right. All of you are good.
Joe and Bray have good chemistry too.
Yeah, they do. They have very good chemistry.
Though I would argue that Bray has good chemistry with most people.
I agree. I think that's why they allowed Bray to lose for so long, because he can put on very good matches with anybody almost. He's not the greatest wrestler on either brand, but he is very good, and I would say he's easily top 10 one of their wrestlers. Also, I noticed in this match, his spider move and his flip over stuff is way more smooth now. He's really perfected
because he lost a bunch of weight and is in better
he's
flexible shape.
But even at WrestleMania, he was in really good shape, but it was still kind of jerky, and I'm gonna do the bridge, and then I'm gonna drop to my back and roll over. And in this, it was I'm doing the bridge, and now I'm just gonna flip over, and now it felt both more sinister and more effective. And also, it was man, you're good. You are a really good wrestler, and it's nice to see you really have this room to run and be at the physical ability level to be able to do this the best that you can. It was great, and it honestly should have closed the show. They should have swapped these. I feel you would have brought more viewers into the second hour.
I agree.
With Seth and Roman too. It just doesn't make I understand LOL Roman always goes last, but it just felt really weird.
Roman.
Felt like a weirard decision.
Top Guys had a promo.
Yes.
Where they were basically so did you beat up Enzo? And they were like, no, we weren't even around. And they were like, but we have this video. And they're like, and by not around, I mean we weren't working, but we're still around. We're still top guys. Come on.
We're still here. We're still here. I also noticed that when Enzo got attacked again this week, somebody scampered off in the distance. There was somebody down that back hallway who purposely ran across the back, which at first I was like, oh shit, camera person who's in the way. And I was like, nope, that was probably the Revival that's back there that they'll refer back to.
The Revival versus Enzo and Cass sounds great to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be good. They were a good match.
I love that Corey was like, well, Big Cass is obviously beating him up. And Cass came out to the announce desk and was like, Corey.
I will fuck your shit
up.
If
I didn't know any better, knowing that Corey Graves' brain is all scrambled, it would feel like he was getting back in the ring.
Yeah, I agree. But I hope not.
Remember Alex Riley?
You know what I remember about Alex Riley? I remember once he was in the corner taking like a Roman nap after a match, and Kevin Owens was like, I'm gonna stomp out because I'm a heel, and he just came back and stomped on Alex Riley and walked out, and I never laughed so hard at a Kevin Owens promo.
I feel like
so good.
There was a point when we were on Alex Riley's side, we were like, yeah, follow your dreams, and then like he started opening his mouth, and we were like, oh god, fuck, you suck.
You're a trash monster.
You suck. Titus beat Kalisto.
Yes, he did. Why is Kalisto not wearing sexy Drago outfit?
Who cares? Because it's Dragos.
I care.
Because it's Dragos. And maybe some things are like sacred.
It wasn't exactly like Dragos.
But it was like enough.
It was similar.
I love that
Drago
Titus
own
won.
black leather.
I love that Titus won, and then he was like, see, Apollo, that's how it's done. And Apollo was like, oh, pulling the tights, is that how it's done?
And Titus was like, yeah, it is. That's how you win, bitch. And Apollo was like, I'm concerned, but I guess I'm on board. I like reluctant heel Apollo. I think it's the most character they've ever given him. And it's nice.
And
it's better than like
incredulous face. Like,
yeah.
Titus, bro.
Right? Like, I'm here for the ride, but also concerned. Like, I liked it. I think it works really well. They're a good pairing. And Titus has so much personality that it's inevitable Apollo is going to have a little bit run off on him. And he needs it very badly.
Do we have to talk about This Is Your Life?
Oh my god.
She did the best she could.
She tried so hard.
She had a couple good what comebacks.
Yes, she did.
I was like, what?
I know. She's really good at the what comebacks. I bet that's the thing she thinks about in her hotel rooms.
But you know who, like, the three actors they had were so bad. That girl?
Yeah. The teacher was like, it worked because it was like, you're this awkward teacher?
That girl was so bad.
Holy crap, she was bad. She was terrible, and then he was bad too.
And then
but
they made out for no reason.
It was really, really bad.
It was so
really
rough.
Bad. Yeah, it was
rough.
It was bad. Apparently, they didn't even include it in the Hulu version. They just started it with Bailey coming out.
Good.
Yeah. It was. Good, it was bad.
I love the like dueling video trailers of Goldust.
Me
and
too. I really liked it.
Production.
I fucking love it. I love that Goldust is back to like super
creepy.
Weird. Like, I love it. I love that it's like I'm returning to my roots. The production studio's back open. I'm in the director's chair. I thought that was great. And then R-Truth being like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm a bad mother. Shut your mouth."
Did I break your concentration? I was just like, oh. I also like too that he was like, Goldust, I'm gonna shut your mouth because I'm coming for you. And I was like, oh damn, R-Truth. Okay.
I did want him to end it and go, and that's what's up. I felt like that was a missed writing opportunity.
That is a missed writing opportunity, but even regardless, they were both very good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
That's why people still like them.
I agree.
Because they have it, like, people get excited when they come out.
Absolutely.
And then Seth versus Roman was the final.
Which was a good match. It was a good match.
I thought it was a good match.
You know, it's... whatever. It shouldn't have been last. It felt very anticlimactic by the time we got to it. That it was like, oh, of course this is the main event. All right, whatever. At this point, like, okay. But it was good. They had a good match. They have very good chemistry with each other. I feel like it's weird that Roman finally beat Seth because up until this point, he's like, Seth has been kind of like the one person who can beat him.
Yeah.
So that was a little strange.
But it's his yard now.
But it's his yard now. That's true.
There was
have
a
to
moment
respect
where he
his
said
yard.
that into the camera. Whose yard is this?
Yeah, like, okay. All right.
Oh, no, he said, that's why this is my yard. Whatever. Let's call Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
Pre-show, Sasha Banks and Rich Swann versus Alicia Fox and Noam Dar.
Alicia and Noam. I just have a feeling that Foxy's gonna pin Sasha. She ripped her hair out.
She did rip her hair out. I think it's gonna be Sasha and Swann. I think it's an easy, like, make the crowd hype for the show.
That's true. That's a good point. I want Noam and Foxy to win. I believe in them.
Yeah, I like this pairing. I really do.
I feel like anyone could pin anyone and it would be fine.
Yeah. Neville versus Austin Aries, a submission match for the WWE Cruiserweight title.
I think it's going to be Austin Aries.
I do too.
I think it's time. And also, like, we have this foreshadowing now that he can make him tap out. I feel like Neville's going to try to cheat, and Austin's going to be like, bitch, you can't cheat! That's why I made this rule!
Also, like, submissions are Austin Aries' thing. It's not, it's up until recently hasn't been Neville's thing.
I mean, he has the Rings of Saturn, which has been his...
up until recently.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's a heel, and so that's, like, a part of his arsenal now. So there's also this, like, oh, he's going to get him into this, and maybe Austin can get out of it. That would also be very interesting.
And also, like, if Austin Aries wins, that gives him a reason to extend this feud, and this feud is, like, hot flames.
Yeah, exactly.
Flames.
Hardy
Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus in a steel cage match for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Hardys?
Yeah, the Hardys.
Yeah, it's gotta be the Hardys.
It's a cage match. It's the Hardys.
It's gotta be. We're gonna watch Jeff and Matt almost die at least twice.
The show is called Extreme Rules.
Yeah, they have to win.
It's the
Team
Hardys.
Extreme has to rule. I'm sorry. It's just, that's how it is.
Jeff and Matt don't even look like brothers.
No, I've never thought they look like they're related. I don't get it. Even as they get older, it's like, maybe they'll start to resemble each other. Nope.
They have completely different eyes.
They
have a
so
similar
different
nose, but Matt's is bigger. And they have similar, like, cheekbones. But, like, they have such different eyes.
If you told me they were cousins, I would believe you. They're similar enough looking.
It's just the eyes. They look so weird.
It's bizarre. It's very strange. I also feel like if you see Matt Hardy with his wife, and then you see Jeff, you're like, who are you? Who are you related to?
Who is insanely hot. I don't understand.
Yeah. It's true.
Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, kendo stick on a pole match for the Raw Women's title. So only one person is allowed to use the kendo stick?
I guess whoever gets the kendo stick gets
That's the only person who can legally use it.
I guess so.
It's not like you can snatch it after that.
I guess not, yeah. I don't know. I feel like they need Bayley to get the stick because Bayley has to be extreme. So I feel like maybe that's the thing, is that Alexa will take the kendo stick and use it and get herself disqualified.
That's actually a good call.
Because I feel like they were trying to be very specific that whoever gets it is the only one who's legally allowed to use it, and they need Bayley to do something extreme. And so if Alexa is the one who brings something in like that and gets herself disqualified, she still wins. So Bayley wins, but Alexa keeps the title. Because I feel like it's dumb to take the title off of Alexa, like, immediately. It feels very pointless. Like, they clearly want her to be a very strong champion. So it feels weird to tear her down now. So I feel like Bayley's gonna win, but Alexa's gonna retain. Maybe she hits her with a chair. Maybe fucking Bayley gets a kendo stick and Alexa's like, bitch, no! And gets a chair out. Yeah. Like, I feel like something like that could easily happen.
Totally.
First ever women's chairs match.
Totally. Bayley gets extreme, but Alexa wins.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Dean Ambrose versus Miz for the Intercontinental title. The stipulation is if there's a disqualification, the title still changes hands.
No, if Dean Ambrose
just Dean?
It's just Dean.
Oh, I thought it was both.
No, if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he loses the title. And the whole point is that Miz could have someone come in and attack Dean.
Miz cheats all the time.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to watch Dean dodge a potential array of people in order to not get disqualified. Like, he'll have to protect Miz and also beat him. Which I like the idea of a lot. I think it's very interesting to have only one person be affected by this rule. I think it's actually really smart. I don't know. I feel like Dean's going to retain. I feel like he's going to eke out a win.
I feel like Miz wins. He's really good at it. It's a good placeholder for him. I feel like he's going to win. And then since the number one contender for the Universal title will be figured out, he could
fight any one of those people.
Yes.
True. That's true. I don't know.
I can see it going either way, though.
Yeah, I can see it going.
Miz is a fucking great Intercontinental champion.
Mm-hmm. I can also see, like, Dean protecting Miz the entire time, and then right before he's about to win, somebody attacks Miz and he gets disqualified.
Yeah.
I can see something like that very easily happening.
Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way for the Universal title number one contenders.
I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna win. I like
Meeny, miny, mo.
part of me is like, it's going to be Finn because they've been pushing this narrative, but I don't actually think they want him to lose to Brock, and I don't think they're willing to take the title off of Brock yet. So I don't think it's going to be Finn. I don't think it's going to be Bray, although I feel like Bray could take a loss to Brock in a way that other people cannot.
No, Bray needs to win.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I do not want Bray to lose, but...
I'm gonna say Joe.
Yeah, I feel like Joe... I feel like maybe even Roman. Like, I can see Roman...
I don't think they want to throw that away yet, though.
But I feel like Roman can win.
Can they extend it to SummerSlam? That's in August.
I don't know. I feel like someone can interfere, perhaps. But if there's going to be interference in other match...
makes the most sense as a throwaway, honestly.
Yeah, I do too, which, like, sucks, but I'll watch him lose to Brock. They've had great matches before. Seth broke his goddamn ribs by jumping onto him on the announce table once. Like, they had fucking great matches.
Yeah, let's say Seth.
All right, I'll go with Seth.
Sure.
That's fine. Great.
Because I do agree that they want to save Finn.
Right, exactly.
Because I want to feed him to Finn.
Yeah, so it's weird because I know it's weird to know that the ultimate plan is Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Even though they've done that, so why do we need to see it again?
Yeah, why do we fucking need to see it again? That's a very good question. And, does that mean Brock is going to hold this fucking title all the way until then? Or does this mean that Roman is going to win the title and then Brock is going to challenge him at WrestleMania?
There is that. Could do that.
Which is super possible. So I feel like it's also possible that Roman could win this 5-way and then win at this match, which is crazy, but could totally happen. I feel like also that's the smart way to do it. Have fucking Roman beat Brock at Great Balls of Fire, and then have the belts.
That's a thing.
I know, it's so stupid. And then have the belt and be a defending champion, and then have Brock come back right before WrestleMania and be like, bitch, rematch! I want my fucking rematch right now, WrestleMania, we're fucking doing this. I feel like that makes way more sense than keeping it on Brock. Yeah, that does make sense. Like, because Brock's been gone for fuck all long. Like, this belt feels meaningless now. It'll be gone for 90 days by the time he defends it. Like, it means nothing.
Whatever happened to the 30-day rule?
It only applies to people who are Naomi, I guess. It's fucking stupid. It's so stupid that they enforce it and then are like, LOL, Brock! It's so stupid. Lil Cuck. Lil Cuck gets to do whatever he fucking wants. Still? I guess. I don't know. He must be. It's just, I don't understand. Nostalgia? I don't fucking get it. It's bizarre.
Whatever. Okay, well, before we wrap up, we have some listener reviews from Canada.
Did you figure out how to do that?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. This one is from Jaden Fitzherbert.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Weekly listener. Not gonna lie, I 100% downloaded iTunes because of what Stella said in last week's podcast. This podcast is great. I routinely catch myself laughing out loud, which is a problem since I listen to this at work. Thanks for a great podcast. You're welcome.
You're welcome. I love listening to stuff that makes me laugh at work because I'm like, sorry, not sorry. Literally everyone in my office who can hear me laughing.
This one is from John Kind, also from... These are all from Canada. This was from 3 months ago. I'm
Canada.
So sorry. Yeah, we should have sang it before this.
No.
A refreshing take on pro wrestling. Not Your Demo has quickly become one of my first stops when my weekly wrestling podcasts are published. I appreciate their positive outlook on the industry, but with a willingness to be critical without being completely contrarian. Erin and Stella are friendly, funny, and cast a wide commentary net, commentating on many wrestling companies and shows, including smaller independents that wouldn't otherwise get as much attention. Not Your Demographic is a breath of fresh air in a cluttered wrestling podcast space. Cheers, ladies.
Thank you. That was so nice.
Erin did watch ROH this week, but it was just a recap.
Yeah, it was just a recap from fucking February. And I was like, really? Come on. I also watched some New Japan this week. They're doing the Best of Super Juniors Championship tournament thing. And I watched Night 11, which is the only thing that I've watched. And I was like, I have no context for anything that's happening.
I haven't watched New Japan in a while.
For fucking ever. I went to the site and we had not been logged in some time. And I was like, oh shit, whoops. And I was like trying to remember our password. Like, do we still have this? We do. We still do. I just treat it like a Patreon account. I'm like, we just give them $10 a month even though we don't use it. Like, I want to support New Japan, so I'm cool with that. What I watched of the Super Juniors tournament was excellent. There were people that I was like, I don't know who you are. But there was the same people, like Sonata and Evil, and...
I love Evil.
I really like Evil as well. And Kenny
I
Omega.
love all of Los Ignorables.
I
which
do
is
too.
like, I feel like such a basic bitch for saying it, but like
they're good.
They're all so fucking good.
They're so fucking good. It's
Their
great.
characters are all good. Like they're just fucking good.
I fucking love it. But it was weird to watch the stuff on ROH from February and then watch the stuff from like 12 hours before, and it was like the exact same people doing very similar matches, and I was like, oh, what? Wait, I'm never gonna remember which is which of these. Sonata is so handsome. I just can't get over it.
I really like him.
He wears this like crazy tall ass pompadour now, and I'm just like,
I'm into it.
This is so perfect. You're so beautiful. I love everything about this. Have you seen Kenny Omega's hair extensions?
I think I did see a picture, and there's like a weird color gap.
There's a color gap. You can see where they're inserted. It looks like he has a mullet. I was like, Kenny, what are you doing?
I'm just living my life.
You're so much better than this, boo. Get your shit together. Even Alicia's hair looks better than Kenny Omega's. And like, that's
sick burn.
Oof.
I mean, what is better in pro wrestling than Naito just kicking around his belt like he doesn't give a shit?
He's broken it on multiple occasions.
Hilarious.
It's so good. I
so
fucking
funny.
love it.
The commitment
I love
to
it.
not giving a shit is so funny.
It's so good. He has a new shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. I got an email about it. I haven't looked at it yet. His other ones were not good, but I really want one. Dalton Castle also has a bunch of really good new shirts, and I want all of them.
I just ordered, finally. I feel so dumb for not having it. I ordered a Pro Wrestling Girl Gang shirt this week.
I still need one of those.
Yeah.
I have a shirt in my pocket right now. I should use it on that.
You should use it. And it comes in a bunch of different fun colors. I think I got navy.
Ooh. Yeah, because I like the black one, but I have so many
The
shirts
yellow
in
one
black.
is really cool.
Really? Mm-hmm. I only have one yellow shirt.
The yellow one is really cool. The only reason I didn't get a yellow one because it comes in like, I wanted like a lady's V-neck.
Oh, okay.
You know, me. But the yellow one comes in another cut. But it's really,
okay.
It's a really pretty yellow on the site, but then I also have seen pictures of people wearing it, and it's like a nice yellow.
Yeah, the yellow that they print is usually really good, so I'm into that.
Oh my god, this one is from 10 months ago! Canada!
What? Canada!
And it's from Dan Pierce, who's an internet buddy.
Yes! I realized I wasn't following him the other day.
What?
I know, right? And I was like,
because he just
oops.
shows up in conversation so much that you just
everyone
assumed.
talks to him, and like he's in my mentions, and I was just like, oh yeah, he was one of those people that I was like, oh yeah, I'm following this person. And then it was like, you're not following him, and I was like, whoops, sorry.
It's real good. In my opinion, one of the finest wrestling podcasts around. Stella and Erin are too smart and fabulously entertaining wrestling fans. Oh, too smart, not like too smart.
Stella just too sweeted the mic. I want everyone to know
I
that.
don't have my glasses on. Stella and Erin are two smart and fabulously entertaining wrestling fans who provide a quality podcast every week. They're both extremely funny and thoughtful people. I always come away from the podcast feeling informed and with new perspectives to consider on the issues of the world of pro wrestling. 2 big thumbs up.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Betty.
Yay.
And our final one
more from Canada?
From Canada.
Oh my
from
God.
a year ago.
Oh my god.
Canada.
Someone listened a year ago.
I can't believe Canada, we've forsaken thee. This is from Karen is for real.
Oh.
Badass ladies.
Ooh.
After denying my want to get back into wrestling despite being encouraged/pushed by a male friend, I made the jump and started watching. Then I found this podcast, and it was like a chorus of feminist angels rained down from the heavens to German suplex my doubts and teach me and discuss wrestling in ways that I adore and relate to. Seriously, these women are the bomb. I love the phrase. If we ever have like a byline or like a promotion thing, the phrase, a chorus of feminist angels rain down from the heavens to German suplex my doubts and teach me and discuss wrestling. That will definitely be a quote.
Absolutely.
Karen, if you have a problem with it, let us know. But like, that's definitely going on any marketing material.
Absolutely. It's gonna be like one of those can quotes with the leaves around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our cans quote. Anyways, in the future, if you are from a different country and you rate our podcast, you have to let me know, because it's hard to change your iTunes what comes in, but I used a different third-party service to find them. So please, please, please let me know, because you're giving us love and we want to give you love.
Yeah.
That being said, I think that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we have to do a Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't even think about it.
Quick.
Aerostar, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix.
Kill Aerostar. Like, what is he even doing here?
Fair. I mean, I guess he could, like, heat your food in the apocalypse with his fucking flame gun.
We're gonna kill Aerostar straight away.
Straight away, get rid of him.
I'm gonna do a non-obvious one. I'm gonna fuck Ray, and I'm gonna marry Pentagon.
Really?
It'd be, like, an interesting, scary relationship.
I feel like he would put you on the back of his motorcycle and be like,
yeah, right?
Bitch, let's go.
Like, we're gonna go smash some fucking light bulbs over people's heads and drink their blood. You win, and I'll be like, this is what I signed up for.
As a counter to that, I would fuck Pentagon and marry Ray Phoenix, and then we could jump on motorcycles together and ride off to the Mexican sunset.
Motorcycle girl gang. This weird, like, murderous lucha family.
Perfect. That was a good one. Do you have another one? Do you want to throw one more out there?
Sure, real quick. I'll do some ladies. Naomi, Becky, and Alexa. Ooh, that's hard.
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, Naomi, Alexa, and who? And
Becky.
And Becky. Oh no.
I'm gonna kill Alexa. I'm gonna have sex with Naomi, and I'm gonna marry Becky.
I'm gonna marry Becky as well, but I'm gonna kill Naomi, and I'm gonna have sex with Alexa.
I just love Naomi so much.
I mean, I
but
also
like,
love
Becky
Naomi.
is like,
I know, right?
You gotta marry Becky.
If I was gonna pick anyone else, I would probably, like, no problem pick Naomi to marry. I feel like she would be a very good partner.
But Becky's
like Becky's your bitch. Like,
you want to be on a porch in rocking chairs, old age,
right?
And you want her to sling a weird pun and be like, yeah, that's why I married her.
Mm-hmm. And like a ride or die wife for sure.
Right?
Like, she'd be all up in it.
Though if we got married, I would tell her to lay off the spray tan.
I mean, she's a wrestler. That's part of her life.
She is like spray tanned to hell.
Well, I think part of it is that she's very muscular and
to hell and back.
If it was just to hell, it would be fine.
Name another wrestler who is as fucked up spray tanned as her.
I know that there are some.
Not in WWE. I can't think of one. Her spray tan is outrageous.
All right, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I feel like there are definitely men with more fucked up spray tans.
Outrageous.
Hulk Hogan.
No,
obviously.
in current WWE right now.
Okay, all right. That's fair.
We don't talk about Hulk Hogan on this podcast.
I'm not WWE. I acknowledge that racist piece of shit whenever I want.
All right, on that note.
Heels and heels. Angels of feminism. Also,
why
fuck Hulk
Heels
Hogan.
and heels? That's not our podcast. Did you honestly think we were the heels and heels?
No, I was just like, I'm raining love upon a podcast. It must be the heels and heels.
You're obsessed with them.
I love them. They're
You're
the
on
best.
their podcast every week. You're always
every week.
You're always in their cum-cut corner.
That's not true. The last 2 weeks I have been because I was curious about Carolyn's cry journal. But other than that,
you're always in there. You're always in it.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
You have been in it several weeks as well.
Carolyn, if you get this far, back me up. This bitch is always in your cum-cut corner.
That's not true. Alyssa.
Anyways, I gotta go to bed.
Okay, it's fine.
Demi's.
Internet?
Oh, we didn't do that?
No. We have lost it. I don't know the name of our fucking podcast. We're like, you can't find us on the internet fucking anywhere.
You can find us on the internet.
Drunk.
I'm at Sel_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
You can find us at cagesightseats.com.
You can email us at notyourdemo@gmail.com. We haven't gotten an email in a minute, so send us an email.
You can find us at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com, where we did post our wrestler top 10 if you're curious.
Mm-hmm. Yes. They're very different than they were a year ago, that's for sure.
At least half of mine is the same. Because my boys.
Mine's very different.
My boys.
True.
And I couldn't bring myself to take New Day off of it, even though they were gone for a minute. I was like, I'm a ride or die. You must stay on.
They fell off my list. I was like, I'm sorry guys, it's been a minute.
I'm a ride or die.
I know. You can rate and review and subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. If you're in another place other than America, tell us that you reviewed our podcast. So
I can find it.
Because we would love to give you love.
All right. Now you can do it.
Now you can do it.
Jammies.
Yeah. I very noisily took a spritzer out of the box. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and you're going to open it.
It's true, I am. Boom.
Hit the road with Safeway and Sunoco. Now through June 27th, earn 4 times gas reward points on participating items. Redeem your rewards at participating Sunoco stations. Use your club card for a great deal, plus 4 times gas reward points on Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh or Carving Board lunch meat, 2 for only $6. And Oreos, 2 for just $5. Fuel your trip. Hashtag because summer fun. Other restrictions and exclusions apply. Go to Safeway.com/rewards for details. Hit the road with Safeway and Sunoco. Now through June 27th, earn 4 times gas reward points on participating items. Redeem your rewards at participating Sunoco stations. Use your club card for a great deal, plus 4 times gas reward points on Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh or Carving Board lunch meat, 2 for only $6. And Oreos, 2 for just $5. Fuel your trip. Hashtag because summer fun. Other restrictions and exclusions apply. Go to Safeway.com/rewards for details.